Thanks for keeping it right here on NBC Weather Plus. I'm Gary Archibald. Today, we continue to track Hurricane Ike that is now pounding portions of Cuba and threatening the Florida Keys. Also keeping an eye on Ike is our very own meteorologist, WeatherPlus.com's representative in that particular region, Jeff Ranieri. Jeff joins us now from Key West, Florida. Jeff, what can you tell us about what's going on there?
Well, right now, Gary, the storm, of course, is still approaching. We have had a little bit of sprinkle action from Mother Nature and also some winds gusting in the upper teens to low 20s. But, of course, it's just the beginning of this tropical storm activity as we do have some stronger bands of rain just off to the south. We expect it to intensify a lot more tonight. And our storm day generally is all day Tuesday, where we'll see winds gust some 30 to 40 miles per hour. We've seen some preparation going on here. But what you'll also notice back behind us here on the very busy Duval Street, even during mandatory evacuations they had a day or so ago, is a lot of traffic pushing on through. Now, despite those mandatory evacuations, as people decided to stay, the mayor said he is still very, very concerned that some people just don't listen.
I'll tell you what, when we declare a mandatory evacuation, I'm discouraged if one person stays here. Mandatory evacuation means you should leave, and that's what it's all about. Take a look at Cuba. Take a look at what's happening down there in the Caribbean. What's happening to those poor people? How many lives are at risk? How many people are in water? No electric, nothing, no facilities. No. Everyone should leave when we declare a mandatory evacuation. And we can't predict everything that's happening out there. We are very lucky, extremely lucky. Remember this. 3 days ago or 2 days ago, we were facing a Cat 4 over the 7 Mile Bridge. You realize what that means. You can see it, whatever else happened. So we made the right call at the right time. And we're lucky, and I'm glad that it worked out another way.
And while it is still a tropical storm, what they're concerned about is, any minor injuries that may happen here could turn into major ones because there is nobody here or will not be the proper infrastructure in place to help people out if they happen to get hurt during this tropical storm. And we know that can happen. It's happened in the past. People have even, of course, died in tropical storms. The clinics are not open, nor are the hospitals. And the other concern is that 7 Mile Bridge. It's only built to withstand a Category 1 hurricane. So even a tropical storm will beat and batter that quite a bit. And that's why they're asking people who have already evacuated, even though they see this as a tropical storm right now, to not decide to head back in before or during the storm, because you would be in for quite a ride on that 7 Mile Bridge leading in here to the lower Keys. That's the very latest. Now back to you.
All right, Jeff Ranieri, thanks for that report. Let's talk about what's going on right now with respects to this perspective, the imagery, if you will. We'll go right to it, and we've spotlighted, there it is, Ike, that's moving through portions of, right now, central Cuba, and here are the current stats: 100-mile-per-hour winds, gust to 121, still a Category 2, so it's serious business. It's not a major hurricane. 3, 4, or 5, that's the bracket in which we classify on the Saffir-Simpson scale major hurricane, but 2 is potentially devastating and has been. Turks and Caicos, the Bahamas, eastern parts of Cuba, they can attest to that. Let's take a look at the track just to give you an idea. Weakening and then re-entering the Gulf and strengthening. That's a major concern. Let's take a live look out with our Key West camera shot. The storm is in the region. Stay with us. More to come.